What's up, beautiful?
I got Ricola in my mouth. I was trying to hurry up and chomp down on it.
What's the line?
Rick.
Yeah, come on now. This your girl.
Okay,
this your
okay.
girl.
Rick. Damn, Ari. It's going to come to me.
She went to CVS to get some Ricola. No, man, we don't have time for that. It's too long. It's too long, but how you doing, though?
I feel good. I see you got your new merch on.
You know, I see you got your new merch on.
What's up with it?
So you going to tell these people about it?
So, yes, y'all, we have new merch out. Shout out to my husband for being super creative and finding a way to reach our audience, our target audience. So we got our pull your shirt down, baby, because you know we here. So these are I call them the DMP shirts, the DMP shirts.
Yeah.
These are part of our collection, so they're out now on the website foreverduncan.com. Make sure you go cop that.
Yes.
We have all sizes. Mine says I love his D for dedication,
And
but you know
I love her P as in personality, but you know I love her.
Hey,
as smash. So we got some more designs on the website. You can also, you know, we coming up with designs like frequently.
Yeah.
So please go there, man. We trying to be. So the whole purpose of this podcast is to champion marriage, and then also to show that it's not corny and it can be fun, and you know we can talk about transparent things and grow and learn. And so you know, we're making merchandise to reflect that, because we know that we're not the only people that are, you know, that want to champion marriage this way.
Yes, so make sure you cop. We got hoodies, we have t-shirts, foreverduncan.com. Merch is available right now. Go cop that. We are live. Well, we're not live. We're live now.
Yeah,
but
we're
live in Spizzy Studio. Shout out to @DrinkSpizzy on Instagram for being one of our proud sponsors of Friends Who Smash.
Yes.
Make sure you, if you're in the DMV area, you go check them out. They have a location in Brandywine and a location in Camp Springs. You can follow them on Instagram @DrinkSpizzy.
Yes.
And you can go to their website, drinkspizzy.com. Shout out to Vic and Tinslin, building empires, creating space for Black people in our community, allowing us to level up and elevate our businesses by providing space for us to do the things that we love.
Speaking of elevating businesses, shout out to you.
Shout out to me.
You know, you trademark. You know, Good Thick is trademarked now. People can't even use it without paying.
They can't use any of my intellectual property that I've created with the Good Thick. My online courses, me having therapists, me having life coaches, nutritional coaches, all of my hoodies, leggings, crop tops, tank, racerbacks, all the things that I've been creating for years. I finally, you know, did something to get my business right this time. I've been doing business just like has never been perfect, but I'm going into, I'm an adult now. I'm a grown adult. So I have to do, I've been an entrepreneur for all this time. So it's really time to embody what an entrepreneur is and how it looks, not just for social media, but on paper. You know, the financial part, the legal part, all of the things, because I'm really trying to
make me a stay-at-home husband.
Well, if that's the case, are you going to be cooking and cleaning and washing? Because let's get into that later. We're going to definitely get into that later. But let me finish what I was saying.
Husband looks like.
Let me finish what I was saying. So one of my ultimate goals is to retire my twin sisters, who are my 5 a.m. trainers, so that they can fully take over the Good Thick. As the head trainers of the Good Thick, so that I can pay them 6 figures a year. That's my main goal. If I can pay them 6 figures a year, that means that we're doing well.
Yes, we're
super
doing
well for ourselves.
Yeah,
so that's my
husband.
goal. Yeah. But this week, I'm excited about our guest this week, y'all. It's not just us on here. If you're just watching, it's not just us on here. We've been waiting to introduce our special guest this week, and I'm very excited. I'm always excited to do things alongside of this beautiful, amazing woman. We've known each other for over a decade now, and we've been in each other's lives for the growth of damn near everything. We don't hang out ever. No. We don't call each other ever, but we constantly support and love on one another, and are always there to help to whatever we can do with each other's
look at y'all
business.
now. Y'all done came
We
from
came from thotty,
Super thought.
Let them know. Let them know the ratchetness.
We have the Biddys here, Jerry, Daniel, and Jerry. Jerry is also known as Jerry Cohen to y'all.
Yes.
Jerry speaks all of the things.
Everything.
Welcome, y'all.
Thank you for
Welcome.
having us.
Thank y'all for coming.
Yes, this is so good. I was telling my husband when we go through like our monthly things, I said we have to have Jerry. And I was telling him before you even posted that day, I was telling him, I was like, we got to have Jerry on because your story alone individually before Daniel
Crazy.
and how leading up to where you are now.
Can't believe I'm here.
So let's dig into it.
Yes.
What
Okay.
does
So
that mean?
Jerry, go ahead and let the people know who you are.
Okay, my name is Jerry. I've been at this for a while. I started a sex column back in the day.
Yes.
Then it went to YouTube. I was celibate because I got tired of this rotten dick out here. Got sick of that shit. So I said, none of y'all niggas is getting no pussy. Fuck all of y'all.
Oh, this is gonna be a hell of a show.
Yeah. And then got into a relationship. I did your self brunch. Which
Dear
one?
Self Brunch.
Yeah,
Yep.
I did the self brunch. I was in a relationship that ended terrible.
Yeah.
And after that relationship, I was like, man, fuck this. I'm gonna be a hoe for the rest of my life. My oldest is 17. I'm almost done. I could see the light. I was like, fuck this. I'm going to move to New York. I'm going to be fucking. I don't want no man at all. And then somebody had to slide in the DM.
What's telling about that story for him, more so than you, is that you gotta, like, even to hear that and to stand beside a woman like that who owns her past.
Oh, yeah.
Like, you have to be a comfortable, confident dude to stand beside it. Yeah. I'm saying that without even you confirming it. I already know that you gotta.
Because Jerry sounds like me.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
I told him that.
Yes. So yeah, man. Congrats, man. So
thank you, man.
question for you though, knowing her past, and this is good, so I can ask you a question. Knowing her past, what did you have any doubt or
reservation?
Did you have any reservations as it relates to getting in a relationship with her? Nah. Did you have friends or whatever that tried to discourage you?
I don't listen to nobody.
You really don't.
I mean, as far as me and her is concerned,
yeah.
Prior to us linking up this time,
Now, do me a favor, put the mic in front of you. Yeah, there you go.
All right. Prior to us meeting up the first time, we met 5 years ago? 7 years ago, and we linked up. We was just, doing our thing.
Yeah.
Smash.
Friends to smash.
Yeah, we were definitely smashing.
But at that time, it was when I met her, it was outside of all the females I dated.
Yeah.
There was an ability to be extremely honest with her.
Yeah.
And I was like, all right, that's something.
Yeah.
I don't got to fake. I ain't got to lie. I ain't got to hide. I can just be me.
Yeah.
I can tell her about the other hoes. It don't matter. It's just.
See, he said the other hoe.
Yeah. Shut the hell up, baby.
No, I'm just
You
saying.
about to start this shit on
I'm
right.
serious. It's something about,
I'm telling you.
it's comfort in the
Nah, that's
hoes.
true. Oh, God.
I mean,
These hoes out here winning.
It's just comfortable when when you are dealing with someone who just accepts their past. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and not ashamed. Jerry and I both have lived a life.
oh yeah.
But we've also lived that life without being ashamed of our choices and our decisions. We just knew that. I'm speaking for me and for you because
Yeah,
we share
we
the
share
same
very
things,
similar
very
stories.
similar stories, super similar.
Yeah.
We don't have a problem with telling people look, this is what I was doing, but here I am now.
Right.
Jerry also wrote for Mom Did Again.
Oh yeah.
I did.
She wrote for Mom Did Again .com when Black and I experienced a miscarriage. I started a column called momdidagain.com, and it was to help women, to create a safe space for women to just talk about the ins and outs of motherhood in a very in-depth, raw, and transparent way.
And I
knew it was nobody but Jerry that I can get to write for the column. I already knew.
Yeah, because fuck these kids. Hashtag fuck these kids is real.
To this day.
To this day, B.
To this day.
Jerry, y'all just had a baby. Y'all are
Fuck that
married
nigga.
now.
We're
Y'all
married.
have a baby.
I don't know how I got here.
Yeah.
And you reset because you said you was 17. You got a child at 17 years old.
Yes, so I started over for
Oh,
this.
Wait,
Yeah.
Devin is about to be 18 though, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's going to college.
And how
in
old
the
is your
fall.
child?
10 months.
10 months.
10 months. Damn, we in the
Same
same
way.
boat.
Told you the same
Blake,
thing.
Yeah.
Blake about to be 18.
Yeah.
in
That's what I'm
March, and-
saying.
Yeah.
Hey, press the reset button.
Whew.
Yeah, I didn't know
So
more of that.
I wanted to talk to you.
My reset button is broke.
Done.
It's all the way
I
up.
am never
We got one more in there.
ever
more.
getting
Oh, y'all
pregnant.
getting one more?
One more.
Oh my
Because
god.
we might as well. It's like Ruben does better with other kids.
Yeah.
So it's
Yeah.
like he has somebody to play with and get out of our face. So.
Yeah.
Yeah. I did the only
Good
child.
luck.
I'm not doing that again.
Yeah.
Devin was a lot.
All
I
right,
love
good
you.
Luck. Good
But you
luck,
was a
y'all.
lot.
Good luck.
Yeah. I'm never
Yeah, we
getting
good.
pregnant
She better
again
find
in
some
life.
doll babies or an imaginary
She
friend.
got cousins. She got
Yeah.
Nana that's her age.
Yeah,
she got
she-
a cousin that's her same
She
age.
ain't getting nobody. She's not getting
Wow.
nothing out of
And I
us.
probably said this on the podcast before, but I hate being pregnant. I don't enjoy it at all. It's the most miserable time.
I didn't
of
like
my
it
entire
either.
life.
But I'm taking one for the team for this
You gonna
one.
take one for the team?
I got to take one for the team.
Damn,
I did the
Jerry.
only
Yeah,
child
dang.
already. I did
Hey.
it. I was like,
You-
he
Oh
can
yeah,
do it
because
again.
he's
Hey,
about
you
to
crushing
go
shit
to
over there.
He's
college.
about to go to college. He got into
Yeah.
Clark.
So yeah, he's about to go to college. So the baby. What's the baby name?
Ruben.
Ruben will be in the house just with y'all. So y'all need something else.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, okay. I
Yeah.
feel you.
Yeah.
I feel you. That's
Yeah.
tight. Where is he going to school?
Clark, Atlanta. He got accepted.
Oh wow.
For fashion design.
Oh
yeah.
wow.
That's dope.
Yeah.
That's
super
so
dope.
Yeah, I'm
dope.
so
That's a huge
excited.
testament to you.
Yeah.
As a mom, that's huge. I'm
Yeah,
I'm
I'm
proud
super
of him.
excited.
Congratulations to him.
Thank
That's
you.
super dope. So I wanted to talk to you about so your life looks extremely different from 2018, 19. It looks super different because, well, actually, let's go back to like 2016 or 17 when you first started to practice celibacy.
Celibacy.
Yeah. So you created a YouTube series and you
Yes.
documented all of it. You was documenting
For 3
all
years.
of it. Yeah.
Yep.
And you were in a relationship at
Yes.
some point during that time.
Yes.
So you was practicing celibacy while in a relationship?
Yes, not the entire time though. So probably the first 2 years I was by myself.
Yeah.
And then I ended up meeting him and he was cool with it until he wasn't. And he
Yeah.
kind of got in them guts eventually. I ain't even gonna hold y'all. Like he eventually got in them guts.
Did you go back? Like, or was you like?
You know, I didn't go back after that. You know, I was just like, okay.
We
I
here
didn't,
now.
you know, the D remind you some things.
Yeah.
So I was like, okay, we're gonna keep this going.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was fine with it.
So when I saw that because it seemed like, I mean, you know, social media, it doesn't really present time well. Like
Right.
you can look up and somebody had 4 kids and just last week
yeah.
they were single, complaining about not having a man. So I don't know what the exact timeline is though, but I remember seeing a post with you and him and Daniel, and I'm like, wait. Because
Oh,
you and I
man.
talked on the phone,
Oh,
and you were
yeah.
telling me that you were done. I'm done with these niggas. I'm done.
I was. I was
them
on the
dark-skinned
fast.
dudes, dog.
It gotta be because my last nigga was light skinned, so it gotta be.
Hey, dog, these dark skin, we killing out here.
Y'all killing the
Yeah,
game.
we got to. We got to. We've been down for a while. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, the light skinned one did me dirty, so I was like, fuck these light skinned niggas.
Yeah. Nah, I'm nah.
How did you? So Dan, you were talking about Jerry having like a different vibe to her. How did y'all find y'all way back?
I jumped in them DMs.
Oh, for real?
Yeah.
So
Oh,
you
yeah.
saw her talking
I
about
was
she wasn't
trying
with
to
the dude
smash.
anymore?
Yeah, it was a hot girl summer, so I was
trying
throwing
to
the flicks
smash.
up.
I was out of relationship. She was out of relationship, and we was on the same shit.
Yeah.
So it was like I'm just
She
trying to
said,
smack
did you hear
them.
what Jerry said?
Nah, what she
It was
said?
a hot girl summer, so I was
It
throwing
was
the
my
flicks up.
first and only hot girl summer. I was like, damn, I only got one. Bitches out here getting sick. I got one.
So y'all start smashing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? When did it get serious? Like, when do y'all have like a exact moment where you was like, oh yeah, this is pretty crucial?
For me,
Yeah.
is when she started talking about finances.
Ah,
Yeah. Her mindset was different. So that's when I was like, oh, okay. Because you deal with a majority of females and you understand.
Yeah.
And kind of, not to say all of them, but, you know, it's that I want to buy something versus I want to save something. So being with her, she was thinking longevity. So to me, that was like, all right, you're on the same path as me. So.
Yeah.
That's good. Jerry and I
Hold up. What about you, Jerry? Make sure you have it like in front of you. There you go, my man.
When I felt like it was getting serious, I just felt comfortable with him. You know what I mean? I felt like I could be myself. I felt like, damn, why did I reject this 7 years ago? But then my mind was like, I wasn't ready.
Yeah.
I was still hoeing in these streets. I would have broke this nigga's heart.
I wouldn't necessarily say that.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say that.
My man.
Nah.
Way to stand up.
Nah.
I know what you said.
Okay.
Girl.
Listen.
Nah.
I feel like just from being celibate, because most people think, okay, you go celibate, you're not having sex. But for me, it was more of a mental thing, because I was like, okay, I keep fucking with the wrong nigga.
Yeah.
The common denominator is me.
Yeah.
What the hell am I doing to attract the same nigga in a different body?
Yeah.
Wow.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it wasn't the sex part for me. It was like, okay, I got some healing to do.
Yeah.
I need to, talk to my therapist and see what's really going on. Work out my daddy issues, my mommy issues, any issues I had.
Yeah.
I worked that shit the fuck out.
Let me ask you something, because I know when you're practicing, like when you're not having sex, I know. So for me, it was so emotional and spiritual.
It is.
Like I would have dreams of like different men like dying in different ways, right? But I would wake up so horny and I would just be like, I'm ready to do it. And it was like the soul ties were like legit leaving my body, right?
Yeah.
And I was having such an emotional time. I know Black and I talked about this, and I always say for me it was more so emotional and spiritual. And I know I had to get rid of the shit that was going on with me, like inside, because I know once you have sex with somebody, they kind of leave something behind. That's what she said. Not just the nut, but something is left behind.
I don't leave nothing behind. I strapped up all the time.
He bring his
You
Tupperware.
Well, not with you.
You
I didn't
never
leave.
use the condom
I
with
always
me. So
de- I always
it's hard
deposit.
to believe.
I always deposit.
It's hard to believe that you always strapped up when
telling
you
you.
never use the condom
Listen,
with me.
Well,
I
look
had
like
a
we got
baby.
something in common.
Yeah. The more we talk, the more you sound like me. So.
So Jerry, what did you like experience? Like, what was your biggest thing that you experienced outside of just the physical part of not like having sex? Like, did you experience like any serious breakthroughs?
I did experience breakthroughs. I realized, the dudes that I was fucking, they wasn't really checking up on me once I shut shit down. They didn't really give a fuck about me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And then led me to give a fuck about me. It's like,
Yeah.
okay, you niggas really ain't giving a shit. You just wanted some pussy. You know what I mean? But it just gave me time to be with me and figure out who the fuck I was. Because I'm out here fucking people and I don't even know who the hell I am.
Yeah.
A question though. So during that time, were there things that were established, meaning that, like, were you dealing with people who was like, look, this ain't gonna go into a relationship, we just smashing?
Yeah, I had a few of those.
You had a few of those?
Yeah, we were just smashing. I really back then didn't do a whole bunch of relationships.
Okay.
Not while I was in undergrad. No.
Yeah.
I
So
focused on school.
did you start catching feelings and then
For one of them I did.
Okay.
Yeah, one of them I did, but it didn't go anywhere.
Okay.
Yeah, it's when you practice, and I don't force anything on anybody, but I will say that if you've had a past, and I know I've had a past, and Jerry has explained that she's had one, and I'm speaking just for us women, not the men, but when you've had a colorful past like that, I think one of the biggest things to start your healing is to practice celibacy. And it's not, like Jerry said, just for the sex, but more so about connecting with you, because when that D come in, it's like your mind get cloudy.
Yeah, you
it's
get
good.
digmatized.
Yeah, it's good, and you like, damn. And even if he is a fuck boy, you like, man, he blows my back. Let me just call him real quick. I don't need to whatever. But and so now you're not even focused on what you need to be focused on. And so I would recommend celibacy for anybody out there that is dealing with fuck boy after fuck boy after fuck boy. It's something going on with you that
you got to figure you out.
Yeah, you got to figure yourself out, because it's something about you that is attracting those pheromones from these different type of dudes.
But that's what I'm saying. I think that's why I asked that question, because is all of them really fuck boys, or like, you know, are they just
I'm speaking
not the
from
person?
mine were definitely fuck boys. For sure.
So what is it? What is a fuck boy?
Lies, manipulative.
Yeah, it's the lying.
And I'm telling you, the biggest way, and this is not to discredit good guys, but one of the biggest ways to know that he's a fuck boy is the D. That it will set you. You know,
so
whoa.
No, wait. Let me finish.
Please
and
finish.
that's not to say that non fuck boys don't have good D.
That's what it sounds like.
No, that's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying that's
fuck boy.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. I'm trying to think about myself. Like,
no, baby, no. I'm speaking
I've been
real.
a fuck boy all my life. I know that.
No, I'm saying that's one of the things. And then, you know, just the lies and the games and just the manipulating.
I refuse to believe
just
that
all
all fuckboys got good joint.
Do you want me to be?
No,
okay. Because I was about to say.
What you gonna call them?
No. I've never had a fuckboy that had weak dick.
Damn, that's crucial.
Or weak sex overall.
Right.
I've never had it.
Me neither.
I can see that.
Yeah, I've never had it. It just didn't happen.
Probably because because they probably like that part of their game. They probably trying to stay on
because everything else, they don't have no money, they don't have nowhere to live, they don't have no car, they don't have no job. They just out here.
The dick
lying.
is the rent payment.
They don't have none of that.
The dick is the
a
rent
lot
payment.
of men don't. A lot of fuckboys don't.
They don't have none of
and
that.
And that goes both ways with women too. The women that's out here just going wild.
Call them fuckboys.
What y'all call them, hoes? And what y'all call them?
Yeah, jump off. Yeah.
Jump offs. That's old as a
What you call them?
Yeah, I'm an old dude.
Jump offs. I ain't heard that in forever.
Yeah. I mean, they just, you know.
A roller?
Yeah,
roller. Oh my God, I forgot about rollers.
Yeah,
Damn, I forgot about rollers.
They rolling.
Damn, we are really showing our age at this point. Because I'm telling you, I bet you if we have some young listeners listening, they don't know what the hell we talking about. Rollers and maybe jump offs, but not rollers.
Yeah.
All right, so let's talk about some marriage stuff real quick.
Okay.
So I love to talk about like the things that, you know, people don't want to talk about. So I want to know, the first thing is, what is Daniel's blind spot? Meaning, what is something that you know that he can change, and they're not trying to change him, that he can change, and you're trying to get him to see this, but he can't see it.
Definitely.
And that's the same for you, Daniel.
Yeah, definitely his level of patience. I feel like this is something he can accomplish.
Yeah.
But it's slowly. It's a slow process. Because me, I have all the patience in the world.
Mm-hmm.
Him, he don't got nada.
Not a damn.
Nothing. Nothing. I'd be like, damn, we just going to the store. You don't got to get in front of 5 cars. The store is 5 minutes from the house. He ain't got patience when he drive. He don't got patience for shit.
Nope.
So y'all gonna have a baby pretty soon.
Y'all gonna have a baby
Yeah,
real
he
soon.
ain't trying to wait.
You heard what he said? He said so they could play with each other and leave us alone.
Yeah.
He gonna make a deposit.
Yeah.
He gonna make a deposit
Tonight.
So
All right, so Daniel, what's Jerry's blind spot?
I would say that she too caring.
I get
She
that a lot.
she too caring, and she forget about herself.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's big.
Yeah, she do that a lot.
How does that make you feel hearing that, Jerry?
It's the truth. I do put others before me. I always look out for everyone before I literally will pass out and be like, I don't know what's wrong. And he be like, you're doing too much shit for other people.
Yeah.
And
All the time.
I don't recognize it.
Yeah.
I don't recognize it until my body just gives out and it's like, okay, sit your ass the fuck down somewhere.
You've
You
been
need
in
to
fight
chill.
mode your whole life, really. You've been in fight
Yeah.
mode, so it's really hard to get out of that.
Yeah.
And it's a hard thing to deal with. All right. It's on you, Mr. Duncan.
It's on you. She went first, so you know you gotta go first, and then I go after you.
Your blind spot is Blake.
Okay.
It's Blake.
You want to elaborate?
Yes.
For the listeners?
Yeah, so Blake is our son, my bonus son. He's 17 years old, and my husband, and we're going to get into this deeper, but I don't think that you have grown with him at this age. I feel like you still see him as like a kid, so you allow things. Like you're not strict with him at all. You're stricter with Gabby and Sage, who's one. And like you'll discipline them immediately, and your tone of voice, you'll get a little louder with them, but with Blake it's always you talk real low. You know, when you ask them to do something, it's like champ. Like it's not, there's no like full force discipline, so he gets the fucking point. It's like I'm a coddle the situation. And so I think your blind spot is Blake.
Okay, I'll accept that and I'll raise you. It's like, nah. But it is similar though. You know, I think that you're absolutely right. But I think that your blind spot as well is, I think it's the same but on the opposite end.
I'm on her hard.
Yeah, like you think that just the discipline part is the part that is going to, you know, change a child. Like not the discipline part, because discipline does change a child. Yeah. I'm just talking about like the way you talk to them, you know, like commanding them to do things, and you know what I'm saying? At some point they're gonna grow older where they're not gonna be scared of your voice. So it's more so about showing them why they're supposed to do the correct things versus forcing them to do it, because when they're away from you, then, you know, they're not going to hear your voice. So it's more so trying to let them, you know, understand why they're doing it. But I do understand and I receive what you say about Blake. So I didn't say that just to rebuttal what you're saying.
Are you sure?
I'm positive. I mean,
okay,
we've had this conversation
you good for a rebuttal when we start talking about the kids.
You know, but
good
I'm
for a
rebuttal.
rebuttal.
I think that, you know, I think that if we met in the middle, you know, and we've had this conversation before, I think that if we met in the middle, we would be able to do a lot more with both.
I think blended families anyway are, and that was supposed to be the topic of the day, but you know, we just gonna go anyway. That the blended families are, it's like, what the fuck? Are you serious? Is this something that you really want to do? Because it's already something when you're blending a man and a woman and then this marriage, but then you are blending your child with this person's child and their parenting skills and the way you parent, and that shit can create a war. It can create a head-on collision. Mm-hmm. It can be so bad, and we have not struggled. I think that we've grown with, you know, just accepting, because at one point if I told him that Blake was his blind spot, we probably wouldn't, he would be pissed and offended and all of that other stuff, and, you know, vice versa. But I think we're getting to a point where it's like, I want you to just see you. I don't want you to do what I want you to do. I want you to really see what you're doing and how it's affecting this child, and how when this child go out into the world, are they really, what are they going to show the world that they've learned from their parents? I mean, you know, kids, we do what the fuck we want to do anyway when we go out into the world, but we always have a foundation. So like, with my dad was very strict with me and very business oriented and did not play about cleaning, and I hated it so much. But now I'm that way. I don't play about cleaning the kitchen. I don't play about none of that stuff, right? And so it's like some things do stick no matter how you say it or when you say it, even if the child doesn't want to hear it. If it's a consistent thing that the parent does their whole life, when you go out into the world, that's going to stick with you. You know what I mean? And so train the child up. And my father did an amazing job with that, because I used to hate, he would wake us up in the middle of the night. If we didn't clean the kitchen, he would wake all of us up in the middle of the night. And not only did we have to clean the dishes, but we would have to sweep and mop and wipe walls down.
Oh, that's everything. My mama.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And so now
that's the thing in marriage though. I mean, you know, we all bring our past to the marriage, and everyone wasn't raised that way.
Right.
So, you know, the way I was raised may not agree with the way you were raised. So what we have to do is come to a commonality you know, on what's right for us. It's not about how you were raised was right, because I'm thinking the way I was raised was right. So we got to figure out what's right for us. You know what I'm saying? And we don't have to think alike, but we have to think together. You know, and I think that's very, very complicated in marriage. So, you know, y'all newlyweds, y'all what, 6 months in?
We 6 months
yeah,
in.
we gonna have to do,
6
we gonna
months.
do an update.
6 months in.
Yeah, dog. Hey, look, when I asked them, I was like, how y'all feel? They was like, oh, it feels the same. We don't feel no different. But, yeah, marriage is real.
Yeah, it is
Yeah.
real. So let's go to the next question. What is your biggest, if any, conflict in your marriage right now?
Are you on me first?
Yeah, you do that one first.
She want to know. She want to know before she throw hers out there.
I want to know how bad it is. We don't really have no real conflict.
Okay,
for
that's
me,
good.
because we at least we go to therapy like twice a month.
Yeah, twice
that's
a
So
month.
good.
what we typically do, if we do have any issues, we handle it there.
That's
It's like
good.
we very upfront with our feelings
Yeah.
at all times.
Yeah.
So that's, like I said, that's one of the reasons I end up marrying her.
Yeah.
Is, you know what I'm saying? Somebody I can be straightforward with and honest. I don't gotta hide my opinions. I don't
Yeah.
gotta.
Just say it.
I mean, I don't really got
She gonna
nothing.
say it. She
I ain't
gonna
got.
say it.
I ain't got really. I mean, if she do, she got issues with me. 'Cause I be chilling. Shoot, I be chilling. I don't-
So you gonna pass it along. Dan, you don't have no issues with you, Jerry.
Yeah.
conflict.
I thought he would say that. But probably the most thing that we do have a conflict over is Ruben. Like the amount of time that I spend with this kid because I'm
Yeah.
breastfeeding.
Yeah.
So that takes a fucking toll.
Yeah.
Like all night he wants to be like a magnet. Like how
Yeah.
can you even find my titty in the dark?
Yeah.
He's like a hound.
What are
Yep.
you, a canine dog working for the FBI?
Yes.
So like he'll be asleep,
Yeah.
and I'll
Knocked
be
out.
mad as a motherfucker because
Knocked
I'm
out.
up with the baby on me. He looking good. He's sleeping good. I still haven't been able to sleep on my stomach.
Yeah.
So little shit like that pisses me the fuck off.
Yeah. I can.
I'm
I can-
jealous.
Yeah.
Remember, she got the issue. I don't. I sleep very well.
He sleeps good.
Very
Me on the
well.
other hand, he be like, "What's wrong with you?" I be like, "Why you asking me this dumbass question, nigga? You got
tired.
sleep, nigga. You see these bags."
All right. It's on you, Mr. Duncan.
What's the question again?
What is the biggest conflict in our marriage right now?
The biggest conflict in our marriage. I don't think there's one that's like on the table right now that I can really think of. I do think that sometimes
Think about the word choice.
I do think that sometimes I think sometimes it's hard for you to see yourself. You know what I'm saying? I think sometimes it's hard for you to see where you may be wrong in a situation, and I can't really say anything about it at that moment. And I think that if I say something about it at that moment, it turns into a big argument, and so I hold on to it, but then I forget to bring it up later on, and then something else happens. And then we in the talking, and then I'll bring it up, and you'll be like, "Well, why you wait this long? You know what I'm saying? You should have brought it up this time." and blah,
Doing
blah,
this
blah."
bam ass shit, walking around with this fucking grudge
Yeah.
all damn week. That's some
Yeah.
bam ass shit.
But so I think it's
I be pissed.
sometimes when you know, I think sometimes it's hard for you to see yourself, or it's hard for you. Well, let me say this: it's hard for you to see the way I see you.
I don't think I'm
Damn.
supposed to see me the way you see me.
I think you are. I think we're supposed to. I think that you're supposed
think
to try
that?
to. I definitely think you're supposed to try to understand my perspective.
Okay, that's a difference. Like I understanding
I
your
don't- and
perspective, but
sometimes I don't think you try to understand my perspective. I think that you just, you're much on your perspective. But I can say that you've done better. Throughout our marriage, you've definitely done better. You've grown, and that's why it's not such a big deal, because I know at some point we're gonna talk about it. You're gonna come around or whatever. But yeah.
I think mine is how you are very attentive and detail oriented professionally and personally. You lack in detail and attentiveness.
I got you.
That was deep.
Yeah, I think that's my biggest thing. Just knowing that if ever Duncan have a project, that shit is going to be A1. If Black Men Ventures have a project, you're going to stay up all night. You're going to dot all the T's, dot all the I's and cross all the T's. But personally, you
like
going to miss
what, though?
things.
Yeah, like what? Let's talk about the and I don't want it to be, because we do have guests. So I don't want
What, you leaving socks on the floor?
You not cleaning
up? No, you sound like me.
Yeah, like what are you speaking of?
So like just like so how you take initiative professionally, I don't think that you do that personally. Like
But
so
what
like
do you mean?
So all right, so we want to speak to each other's. I know we've had this conversation about speaking to each other's love languages, and one of my main one is like acts of services. And so acts of service is house stuff for me. House stuff or creating like a date or whatever. And so more so the house stuff for real. I mean, the dating is high up there, is number 2, but like house stuff. So everyone in the house knows that the kitchen, I don't care for real. I care, but the rooms and stuff, I don't really be tripping off of that. But the house, I mean, the living room and the kitchen, and when you walk into the house, that is the main part that I want to keep together. And so like little stuff, like I'll go in and clean the kitchen, and then you'll come up from your office and you'll bring a cup and you'll just sit the cup on the counter, or you'll go and make something. He'll go and make something, and I'll come in the kitchen and he's down in his office. All the cabinets are open. The hot sauce is on the
What's
counter.
up, Dan? How you doing, Dan?
Hey.
Like, and I'm and that shit drives me like
it irks my fucking
drives
nerves.
me.
You know what?
Crazy.
To speak for his part, I would say this: when you be so stuck into whatever you doing and you putting that much energy, it's hard to keep up with stuff like that. And I can.
I think that goes for men, because women we go through. We got so much shit in our minds all the time.
I don't necessarily think that's true, because when
some
you
men.
got something. No, I'm talking about for women, because when you have something, when you're focused on a project, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, I'm zoned. I mean, you zoned out.
Yeah, but I still.
No.
Wait.
You still what?
I still go to the store. I still cook. I still clean up. I still do the
about
things.
If you in the house and you in the zone with a project, you know what I'm saying? It's certain things that I just know that I'm not going to receive at that time. It's just what it is, because you're so focused on your work.
So that's what my biggest conflict with you is that you're not
And
attentive.
I understand it.
Yeah. So y'all deal with that too?
Yes.
all the time.
Yes. We deal with that.
I don't even feel bad about it.
To be honest, I feel bad about it because she looking at me the way she looking at me. I feel bad about it because it just, it comes up often. But there's things that I try to do to change it up. But, that's never, you never see those.
I look at it as like, sometimes you never going to get a perfect person, right? You got to always think it's going to be that 20%.
Yeah.
And if your 20% is some socks
and
a cup.
I'll be chasing socks off his feet.
That ain't that bad.
It's like a path.
That ain't that bad.
I
think I could be doing worse.
I agree, but they think socks in a cup is a fucking disaster. Like, their whole world about to end.
I don't like it.
Yeah, he leaves cabinets open.
It's not about socks with me. It's more so, it's not even the socks. It's, he leaves his shoes on when he comes in the house, and you've been doing better, but like little stuff that okay, here we go. If I continue to say, baby, this is really, I don't like this. You know what I'm saying? Can we change this? Can we change this? Constantly. That's when it becomes an issue. So that's why I say that. All right, next question.
What's up, Dan?
What's up?
When do you need space, and when you need it, is it available for you? Does your partner give you that time to have space?
Absolutely.
That's good.
That's one thing we're really in sync about.
We don't. It's funny because we don't really we can be in the house all day with each other and see each other once.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Because we like our space.
I need my space.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I gotta have that.
Yeah.
Not the same over here.
I'm sorry.
For either one of us, not the same.
For either one of us? For either one of us, I feel like you get your space. I don't feel like I get my space.
When do I get my space?
You get your space whenever you want your space. You'll just go off. You'll go in the room. You know, no one disturbs you. You know what I'm saying?
Nobody better not disturb me when I go in the room.
That's not the case.
Do not
For
come
me.
in the room and disturb me. You don't use the room as a place to just
don't.
go and escape.
I
You
don't.
should try it. Like it's a I mean, but I know you don't like going in the room.
Yeah.
Me being in the room is a way for me to be like, I can't do this.
Right.
And being the oldest of 6 kids and always being around kids, like when I got older, I'm like, I really just need time. I just need my time. I'm doing a lot, and with my work, I need time to myself. I got so many women talking to me, and then people needing things and questions and da, 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 da. I just need my space. So yes, I need my space.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
Space is important.
Yeah. All right, let's move on. Let's move on.
You being a Bama.
Wow.
You woke up
want
to
me-
thrive
want
on
me-
Bama shit.
You want me? Okay. All right. So space, I don't feel like I get it. And then and some of it may not even be you, to be honest with you. So I be feeling bad for her because, you know, we have a newborn. Well, she's
not a newborn.
she's about to be 2.
Wow.
But she's a handful. And
She don't listen to me.
yeah, so I'll be
Yeah, I
downstairs.
seen that on your story.
She does not
So
listen.
I'll be downstairs. I'll be downstairs working, and I just hear her just going off. You know what I'm saying? Lunch. And so, in order to make sure that she doesn't get frustrated, I'll bring my work upstairs, and I'll try to stay focused upstairs. But then my daughter will come and
shut
tell
his
me,
laptop.
and tell me to shut my laptop. You know, to spend time with her. And I'm like, yo, I just came up here just to be
Help
here.
your mother.
Yeah, why don't you go deal with your mother? And then next thing you know, I'm playing with her and she sleep.
Relief, Jesus.
And I'm like, yo, like, you know, so yeah. That's my
Ruben does
space
that to
issue.
you.
Oh yeah, most
He'll
definitely.
be writing music, and Ruben be like, "Take them headphones off. Look at me. Pay attention."
Yes, these
Scratch
kids
my
are
face
wild.
up.
Yeah, they lunching.
All right, so fill in the blank. The purpose of my life is.
The purpose of my life is to take care of my family in a way that I've never done it before. So with Devin, you know, it was just me and his father. We co-parent very well.
Definitely.
No disrespect on that one. Like,
Yeah.
perfect.
Yeah.
But it was difficult,
Yeah.
you know, just being me and him.
Yeah.
But now I'm in a situation, I'm married with a kid, start my own business.
Yeah.
I'm about to be the household CEO.
Yes.
It's different. Like, I signed up for Little Jim. I ain't signed up for Little Jim with the first one.
Yeah,
Things just a little different. And
Yeah.
I feel like not just my family that I've created, but my siblings
Yeah.
who need my help. My brother just started his business, Simply Home Services, and he needs help with his son, and my sister needs help with her daughter. So I feel like I'm becoming what we had back in the day, the big mamas, where you could always go over there. She was always home to help you with your kids, and
Yeah.
all your mothers could go to. I feel like I'm rolling
Yeah.
into that role now,
Yeah.
and I'm
dope.
cool with that.
that's dope.
Daniel.
Breaking generational curses. That's what I'm looking for.
Yeah.
You know. And you know, I mean, that I don't know how to expound upon that. How can I say that? So I look at it this way. For my family, my father, you know, of course, same situation. He left when I was young.
Yeah.
And what I wanted to provide for my family is the ability to move forward and move past me.
Yeah.
So what me and her, we try to set up is, you know, not only just the financial aspect, but the educational aspect. 'Cause,
Yeah.
you know, she's going to homeschool.
Yeah.
And, you know, also, you know, we're looking at, you know, like say for instance, Devin, giving them, what was the insurance policy?
The
that
life
we-
insurance part, the whole life.
So
Yeah.
we
Setting them
provide,
up.
you know, getting them insurance policies to ensure that he got compound interest in the future when he
Yeah.
decides to buy a house and so on and so
Yeah.
forth. So providing that stability and that knowledge for my kids and my family so they won't ever have to go through the same issues that I went through. So
That's dope. That's dope.
That's dope. That's dope.
The purpose of your life is
You first. She went first.
just go first,
No,
baby.
I'm not doing it. I'm not
You
doing it.
you standing firm.
I'm standing.
All right.
firm.
The purpose of my life is to continue to be a vessel for healing, and with that, financial healing, emotional trauma, spiritual trauma, all of those things, because I want to shorten the learning curve with the healing with my children, my husband, my clients, anybody that I encounter, because what I've realized is that I can't do anything at 100% and as my whole self if I'm not in a healing journey. I don't have to be completely healed, but I have to at least be in the thick of it, knowing what's going on, seeing. I mean, he said I don't see he said I don't see myself, but
I didn't say that. I didn't say that.
Okay.
See, I'm saying don't hold on to that. That's not what I said.
I'm not holding on to it because I
But
was about to
don't-
say,
all right.
I was about to say, seeing myself and seeing the growth in me and seeing how I'm different. Something happened just earlier today, and I was telling him, I was like, see, if that would have been a few years back, I would have went off just now, and I handled it so well, and I know he
Yes.
was very proud of me because
Yes.
he was the one who brought it to my attention way back at how I would handle a certain person and how I would, deal with them. And I know that healing is the key to all of successes. Once you are healed and whole and happy, it's so much easier for you to create generational wealth, break those curses, provide for your family, and whatever else Mr. Duncan is about to say. You like me calling you Mr. Duncan.
I don't mind that. I don't mind that at all. I think that I'm still learning my purpose, to be honest with you. But I definitely think it has something to do with men and creating spaces for us to be transparent and heal and build communities and just better ourselves as men. Because there's a lot of things that we don't talk about, a lot of things that we don't reveal, a lot of things that we don't. It's just a lot that we go through that is taboo to really talk about. So I'm just realizing that a lot of the work that I do goes towards that. A lot of the music that I make goes towards that. And so if everything that I'm involved in, or majority of the things that I'm involved in, goes in that direction unintentionally, then I feel like it's God telling me something. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, I definitely think it has something to do with that.
All right, last question.
Yeah.
What, if this is the case, what does Daniel do that makes you distrust him and same for you? Daniel?
That distrust.
Damn.
6 months in, Sherrell.
I mean, but y'all been together for a while. So, I mean, if it's nothing, y'all can say nothing.
Distrust?
Woo, that's a big statement right there.
nothing. That's what I do
Yeah.
for her. Nothing.
Yeah.
That's good.
That's good.
That's real
We
good.
newlyweds.
But y'all known each other, though.
Yeah. But you
Let-
know
do
what
we-
it is,
can
though?
Can you think we can maybe change the word?
All right, change it.
Let's change the word distrust. So what's the question?
What do I do to make you distrust me?
Okay. What does your partner do to make you question,
They said nothing, so
yeah, I guess we
To
can-
question.
Yeah, to question like certain things. I don't know. Question.
if it applies, if it doesn't apply, you don't.
I
even
mean,
have to
question
answer.
is different.
Yeah.
Yeah, question is
Distrust.
different.
Yeah.
Okay, for me, it would be like, say we do get into an argument, right?
Mm-hmm.
And usually he argue by himself. I just listen.
Sure do.
Yeah, I'm not going to argue with you. I've been through over 10 years of therapy. I'm going to listen. And we're going to come back to it. I'm not finna raise my voice. But I'll listen to him. And if I do something that piss him off, he'll be like, I ain't that old motherfucker or this or that. And this is your old situation. And
Yeah.
I'd be like, I'm not even sitting here thinking about them old
At all.
motherfuckers at all.
Yeah.
But like, why are you?
Yeah.
So there be the question.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
I ain't thinking about them. I'm saying.
I'm just saying.
You ain't treating me like them.
Yeah, you ain't gonna treat
I know
me like
my
that
worth.
last nigga.
A nigga's worth.
My man, he said, I know my worth. Is there
I'm
anything,
like, why are you bringing that up?
Is there anything that make you like, question? I guess we just leave it there.
Well, question, I would say her mouth at times.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I mean.
I said what I said when I said it.
Yeah.
When it does come therapy,
off,
y'all.
Yeah.
when it does come off the holster, it ain't pretty. So I be trying to I gotta learn. I learned in our relationship when to step back and when to proceed. That's why when she said I be arguing with myself. Yeah. She'll let me argue with myself. I think about the situation. I'd be like, yeah, I fucked up.
People like, that was so stupid. I'm
Yeah,
like,
no,
oh,
no,
was
That's
it?
dope.
Yeah.
That's dope.
It was.
I mean, it goes vice versa too.
Yeah.
Sometimes she.
Be wild.
Yes, I spit that hot fire.
And I just be like, you know what? I'm about to go outside. It's a beautiful day.
That's dope. That's dope. What about you, baby?
You go first.
Question. I think that we're a lot better, but I know one thing that used to always piss me off is whenever we got into an argument, like a real, tough argument, you'll be like, well, what are we doing here then? It's like you saying, well, why are we married? You know what I'm saying? Why are we, just the if you bring up anything about separation, it blows me.
Yeah.
In any kind of formal fashion, it makes me upset because I feel like I'm all in,
Right.
I'm gonna go through whatever and we gonna make it.
Yeah.
But if you bring up anything that sounds anything like separation, it blows me and it makes me think, well, damn, shit, we only 5 years in. What's she gonna be saying when we 10 years in or 15 years in?
Yeah. Question you. I think it goes back to what we were talking about earlier. Just the I know that you love your family and all of that stuff. I just question the way you move when it's a personal thing, the sense of urgency you have when it's a personal issue rather than our businesses.
Okay.
The way you move, the urgency that you have. That's it.
I got you.
Yeah.
No rebuttal.
Are you not rebuttaling because we're on the show?
No.
Or this is your growth?
No, I just think that
It's your winning season.
no, when you say something,
Eyes haven't seen, ears haven't heard. All you have
Here they go.
done for me. And now
you can stop.
Okay.
You can stop. Nah, I deliberately, I know that I need to listen. You know what I'm saying? I think I said that in one of our episodes before, is that I need to be more intentional about listening to what you're saying versus trying to, battle it even in my head. You know what I'm saying? Let me digest it and see the valid, because it's got to be something valid in it. It may not be all valid, but it's something valid.
that shit be 100% valid.
Daniel face, huh?
I don't know about that one.
So I do have a question though. So you posted something that said that y'all watched our podcast and then it instantly turned into an argument.
Oh yeah.
I wanted to know what the argument was about.
Look at Daniel. He like, I was pissed about this fucking
This nigga
podcast.
he was trying to dodge that question. He was like, I'm about to go pick Devin up.
You know how when you mad about something else and they
want
want to ask you a question like
Yeah,
that?
yeah.
That's what happened.
Okay, all right.
I'm
I
already
think it
grown.
was like, what don't I support you on or something like that. Something like that y'all asked. So I asked him, I was like, that's a good ass question. Let
I was
me
like,
ask
nah,
him.
I
It
don't
should
wanna-
be simple.
Nah.
Hell no. Hell no.
Look at Daniel. He didn't set up and right now that shit
Like, nah.
flashback.
He was already doing all this when I asked him the question. Like, man, I ain't even trying to answer this shit.
No, what I did
watching
was
us there.
leave. I was leaving the house. I said, "Oh, let me put my jacket on. I'm about to go." She was like, I'm gonna just create a reminder for myself to ask you this later."
Hey Siri.
This petty ass nigga.
Oh, I take notes.
He said this petty ass nigga.
That's tight, man. So it looks like, I want to say from having this conversation with y'all that y'all are definitely on
In a great place.
Yeah, and on the I can tell that y'all are you know, in it for the long haul, and y'all trying to grow, you know, with each other. So that's definitely commendable.
Yes.
Appreciate that.
Yeah.
With the help of our therapist, Dave. Shout out to Dave.
Yes,
Shout out to
that's
Dave.
good.
See
Shout
you
out to
next
Dave.
He was in my vows.
Yeah,
For
it was
Dave
deep.
do his part.
Yes.
Wow.
Because he got us through some
I mean,
communication.
yeah.
Yeah. Therapy is so, we're about to end the podcast, sadly, but I just want to say this. Like, therapy, the Black community is changing the way they look at therapy, and I'm so grateful for that, because
Yeah,
I
me
know
too.
back then a lot of people was like, I'm not sitting on no couch telling nobody my business. That was the main thing, telling people your
yeah.
business, but it has changed and saved lives. I know it has
has.
done the same for Black and I, individually and together, because therapy really does help you to see how fucked up you are.
Yes, it does.
Definitely.
You look in yourself in the mirror.
Like shit.
But the best part about it, nobody knows your business.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
nobody knows your
I'm
business.
not calling TT from around the way.
Yeah,
No.
nobody knows
No,
your business.
nobody knows
it's
nothing.
so good. Yep, it's so good. This has been so good. I want y'all to tell our listeners what y'all have going on. I see you rap.
I do.
Wow.
This the Urban King right here.
So yes, tell people what y'all got going on. If y'all got anything that y'all want to promote, please let the people know what's good.
Well, of course, I got my bookkeeping business going on,
Yes.
jerrybookkeeping.com. Y'all
Yes.
can follow me on Instagram, Jerry C. Biddy, Biddy. And it has all the information there. Yeah, if you need help with your financials in your life, if you have a small business and you need somebody to keep track of your books and speak to a CPA, holla at me.
That's dope. That's real good. Daniel.
I wish I was this, as good as her at this, bro. I'm like terrible and a novice, bro. I'm just watching y'all work. So I'm like, damn, I need to take notes.
You good. You good. You doing the work. The work is the most important part.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
So you can follow me at on all social platforms at the Urban King or the Real Urban King.
Okay.
Especially on Instagram. Yeah, man. You know, just
He
trying-
got 2 songs out right now. Let me do
Yes.
this for you,
Do
babe.
it for him.
He
There
got
you go.
2
There you go.
songs
You know
out
what-
right
you know what-
now.
you know what, honestly,
Saturday Night Vibes,
Okay.
Frenemies. Go check it out. We posting freestyles. We doing it all.
Oh,
My
and
man
I
gonna make it.
and I got something dropping on February 14th.
Okay.
So,
That's dope.
That's
That's
dope.
dope. That's dope.
My
That's
man,
dope.
my man. I'm definitely gonna follow you. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Oh,
Maybe
definitely.
we can link up and do some music.
Oh,
you know,
definitely.
Sooner or later, man. But
Definitely.
that's dope. That's dope.
This has been a great podcast. I thank you
Yes.
so much
Thank you
for
guys
doing
for
this with me.
having
Thank
us.
y'all so much for
Yeah.
being here. We
Yeah, we
appreciate
appreciate
y'all.
y'all.
Make sure you go follow at Drink Spizzy on Instagram. We
Yeah.
are live in the Spizzy Studios
Yes.
for another episode of Friends Who Smash podcast.
Make sure you go pick up the shirts.
Make sure you visit foreverduncan.com. We have a new collection out. We have hoodies and we have tees with little catchy sayings on
yeah.
them. So make sure you go check that out, foreverduncan.com. Make sure you are following Friends Who Smash podcast on Instagram. And also, if you are interested in being a guest, you can email us at friendswhosmashpodcast@gmail.com. Make sure that you are sharing, liking, subscribing, sharing with all your people, letting us
Yeah.
know, giving us feedback.
Yeah.
I'm not going to stop cursing.
No, she's
so,
not. She's not.
Those comments, you can probably just
Leave it alone.
save it.
And then
I'm
she
not
brought
gonna do it.
Jerry on
Go
too.
ahead and
Jerry,
delete
yeah.
that shit.
Delete that
Don't
shit.
delete that shit.
Unsubscribe now. Thank you so much for tuning in. This has been another wonderful, dope ass episode
Yeah.
of Friends Who Smash podcast. And we out this
We out.
bitch.
I love you, baby.
Love you too.
Peace.
Peace.